The premiere of NCIS Origins showed that Mark Harmon plays a larger role than first believed. Austin Stowell will play a young Gibbs at the beginning of his tenure at NCIS, which was then known as NIS, in the NCIS franchise spin-off. Harmon was originally only supposed to serve as the narrator in NCIS Origins and play a minor part in the prequel. Although Harmon does narrate in the episode, he also makes an enigmatic physical appearance, so this is still somewhat true. The cast of NCIS Origins includes a number of youthful incarnations of former NCIS characters, such as Diane Rodriguez's Vera Strickland and Kyle Schmidt's Mike Franks. But the only NCIS actor to make a comeback in the prequel is Mark Harmon. Additionally, he and Stowell are the only performers that portray the same role. Since Harmon's exit in NCIS Season 19 suggested his formal retirement from the program, his return is fantastic news. But Mark's larger position in NCIS Origins also creates a dilemma that needs to be properly resolved as quickly as possible. There is also much uncertainty about Mark Harmon's extended position in NCIS Origins. Harmon's scenes are restricted to images of him sitting by a campfire, except from his function as the narrator, in which he offers insights into young Gibbs' grieving thoughts. When examining these scenes more closely, it becomes clear that Gibbs is still in Alaska. After leaving the program, Gibbs retired to Naktok Bay, Alaska, according to NCIS Season 19. However, it turns out he never left. Gibbs' location was verified by his hat, which is from Titus Bait and Tackle in Bristol Bay, Alaska, as well as the picturesque photos of his surroundings. Additionally, Gibbs is seen journaling, a practice that was never mentioned on NCIS. It appears from Gibbs' diary scenes that he is reliving his traumatic early 1990s recollections. Maybe Alaska's laid-back vibes have emotionally reopened him to the point that he feels at ease going back in time. In the NCIS Origins narration, Gibbs may possibly be recording his words. The mystery surrounding old Gibbs was left unsolved in the NCIS Origins debut, but one thing is certain: Mark Harmon's Gibbs remains a significant player in the prequel. NCIS Origins benefits from Mark Harmon's enigmatic appearance since it establishes the mood of the program. The fact that Austin Stowell's young Gibbs is able to overcome all of this by the time he becomes old Gibbs is comforting, as he is shown grieving over his first wife and daughter, suffering at his new work, and going through a lot of change all at once. Although NCIS Origins has a far darker tone than NCIS, the show is made more comfortable by the knowledge that young Gibbs can handle and survive. Connecting the spin-off to the flagship is another benefit of Mark Harmon's return as Gibbs. It's easy for NCIS Origins to feel unrelated to the franchise because it has a completely different cast and tone. NCIS Origins' initial season will also concentrate on NIS rather than NCIS, which further distances the program from the series. Because of this, NCIS Origins is different from any previous NCIS franchise production, hence it needs extra help to tie things together. Mark Harmon's small part is just what the program requires. Gibbs, played by Mark Harmon, is a renowned figure. Harmon is linked with Gibbs and NCIS, having portrayed the character for nearly 2 decades. Even with his successor, Harmon's departure from NCIS left a visible void in the cast as he was a member of the original squad. Although Harmon's role in NCIS Origins is fantastic since it carries on Gibbs' NCIS narrative, it also runs the risk of overshadowing Austin Stowell's Gibbs. There is a genuine chance that Mark Harmon's comeback will overshadow Stowell's portrayal of Gibbs, despite the fact that Stowell is the newest lead and Gibbs. In order to allow both Gibbs to shine, NCIS Origins must strike the correct balance between the two incarnations of the character. Given how great both actors are, it will be crucial for the show's writers to determine the best course of action. It might be simple to concentrate more on Harmon's portrayal because his version is already so well-liked. But it's crucial to keep in mind that despite playing the same character, Stowell and Harmon are depicting distinct eras of Gibbs' life. Their interpretations will therefore differ, although they will both be equally important to Gibbs' tale. Gibbs is portrayed by Austin Stowell during the darkest period of his life. Additionally, young Gibbs is probably dealing with emotions and situations that he has never encountered before, at least not to the extent that NCIS Origins depicts. Stowell can therefore highlight his portrayal of Gibbs by highlighting his vulnerability in the early 1990s and appealing to Gibbs' rage, despair, and grief. Since Stell's version is a requirement for Harmon's version, Stowell is probably going to draw inspiration from Harmon's Gibbs.